neighborhood people just joined forces, and Boo Boo used to play basketball. You know, besides the hustling thing, he used to play basketball.
Was he good?
Yeah. When he wanted to be, you know. But when
could he beat you?
I wouldn't say that.
I like to get to it.
I mean, he can hoop, you know, but I took hooping very seriously. You know, we had a crew of people that just hoop. Boo Boo would come out there and hustle and hoop. But if it was time to get to it, you know, we could be in the middle of the game. He'd be like, I'll be back, y'all. I'd be like, hold on, Boo Boo, we ain't done with the game yet. He'd be like, I'm done with the game. Respect. So, obviously, he became the global icon that he is. We lost contact with each other, but we've always, anytime we've bumped into each other, it was always nothing but love. My mother and his grandmother went to church together, so there's a connection there. You know, when he did the big event for his grandfather and grandmother, where they did their anniversary and renewed their vows, my mother was at his house in Connecticut, the Mike Tyson house. So you know, that connection's always been there, and we didn't even know it. You know, when we went on tour, I showed him pictures of his grandmother that he never seen before. He was like, I said, yeah, this is Miss Bueller right here. He's like, that's your mom's? He's like, I sat down and talked to her for like an hour. I was like, yeah. So that synergy's always been there without us even knowing it. So you know, one of the things when we reconnected in 2018/2019, first thing he was like, what you got going on? Because Boo Boo don't know DJ Chaotic. He knows Kareem Thompson from Southside. Yeah. So when I joined forces with him, everybody's introducing him like, this is Chaotic. And he was like, who? He's like, that's Kareem from the neighborhood. And when we joined forces, he's like, you're a radio DJ now? I was like, yeah. I was like, you know, I've been grinding. He's like, you must be good if they bring you to me. And we just joined forces, connected, and nevertheless, I watched as a fan, as a kid from Southside, watching somebody live out their dreams. And you know, when you come from where we come from, and you see somebody take it to that level, it's beautiful just to watch and see. And that was the conversation I had when we first reconnected. I was like, I'm just paying you flowers. Like, I'm proud of you. You know, I know where we come from. I know what you've gone through. I'm proud of you. Like,
was it before Get Rich or Die Trying that you knew that he was like gonna go?
No, mixtapes. I knew he was out of there. Yeah, he had the streets on lock already.
So you would know that because you're from up there. Correct. That's why I wouldn't know that.
He had the mixtape scene on lock. Like his mixtapes was moving like hotcakes. Like you wanted a G Unit mixtape. Point blank. Period. 50 Cent, Tony Yayo. You wanted that because that's what the street. Anybody in their car, you roll the window down, you hearing 50. Yeah. And he's had it. So it was one situation where, despite the enemy being busy and trying to block him any kind of way, the situation where he got shot, all that good stuff, when you being led by a higher power, and you got a praying grandmother and a praying grandfather and angels watching over you, his blessings were going to unfold sooner or later. And from 97 to 2003 is when this mixtape was going, and he finally got the deal, and
he went crazy.
Obviously,
him and him hooked up,
and he became the megastar that he is.
Wow. And you was like, damn.
I'm like, that's my brother.